In the forgotten realm of Wisteria, where fog hung like whispering sheets and shadows danced in the corners of deserted streets, a young girl named Cinderella was trapped in a cage of cruelty. Her mother had passed away under the pale wash of a sorrowful moon, leaving her father to remarry a woman of bitter heart and merciless nature. This woman, Cassandra, reveled in her power over Cinderella. The once lively mansion became a prison echoing with commands and harsh reprimands. Cassandra's presence was felt like a cold draft that seeped under doors and into the bones. Cinderella was reduced to a servant, her hands raw from scrubbing floors until they gleamed with a ghostly sheen. Every dawn, as the mist would curl around the manor like tendrils grasping for warmth, Cinderella would begin her chores. Her only solace lay in the garden, a patch of earth that remembered her mother's gentle hands. Here, the scent of jasmine lingered as a vestige of happier times, and the rustle of leaves whispered secrets of a world beyond stepmother's grasp. One pitch-black night, under the watchful eye of the ancient silver stars, a muffled sound cut through the stillness, the sound of hoofbeats, beating an unnerving rhythm on the cobblestone path. Emerging from shadows was Prince Alistair, whose heart carried rumors of the girl unjustly trapped in servitude. Alistair, with eyes that spoke of distant lands and forgotten dreams, had heard tales of Cinderella's elegance hidden beneath her rags. It was said her sight could pierce through the soul and find its truth. Guided by these whispers, the prince sought to free her from her sorrow. In a tense confrontation lit by the flickering lanterns, Alistair stood defiant before Cassandra. The air thickened with unsaid words and the promise of change. Shadows seemed to shift as if creatures fashioned from darkness itself were watching and waiting. With grace, Cinderella approached the prince, each step light and careful over the threshold of familial tyranny. As she slipped past villainous shadows consuming the corners of her home, an unexpected shiver of freedom graced her skin. In the heart of the kingdom, where enchanted mornings shimmered upon the cobblestone paths, Cinderella had finally found her happily ever after. Nestled in her splendid chamber within the castle walls, the silk draperies danced with the dawn's breeze, whispering tales of newfound freedom. She had escaped the clutches of her stepmother's cruelty and the drudgery of servitude, but beneath the castle's grandeur lurked a sinister presence. As she basked in her new life, shadows began to lengthen with unusual intensity. The servants whispered of eerie sounds echoing through the halls at night, of distant cries and soft-footed apparitions roaming the corridors. Cinderella, intrigued by the tales, yet skeptical of their truth, decided to investigate. The teal glow of twilight enveloped the kingdom when Cinderella embarked on her exploration. Equipped with nothing more than a flickering candle and youthful courage, she navigated through the maze-like hallways, where every creak and sigh seemed amplified in the thickening gloom. A chilling draft guided her to an ancient, rarely traversed wing of the castle, sealed off without reason. The door opened with a reluctant moan, revealing cobwebs woven with threads of secrecy. Here, the air was colder, tinged with an unsettling familiarity, a scent reminiscent of those bittersweet years of servitude. As Cinderella stepped inside, the candle flickered violently, casting fleeting shadows that danced grotesquely across the walls. In the center of the room stood a mirror, its surface rippled with an ethereal glow. Peering into it, she witnessed scenes from her past, her toil beneath the wicked gaze of her stepmother, her longing for escape. The images distorted, revealing a spectral silhouette that mirrored her own reflection, but with hollow, yearning eyes. Cinderella felt an invisible tether, pulling her towards the mirror, whispering promises of release from haunted memories.